It's not even Christmas yet, and there's so many Marys. Welcome to part 2 of Mary times 2. So many Marys. In this episode, we get into the really deep shit. Or do we? Welcome to your favorite podcast, Contrary Gardens.
Contrary
Gardens.
Contrary
Gardens.
We could go back to caregiving if you like, and healthcare.
Healthcare, I talked about the struggles with my new insurance, where I got kind of complacent because my old insurance was real good and I didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have really good insurance.
So when I went to part-time, now I'm buying insurance, and there's all you gotta watch it. There's this in-network, out-of-network. My deductible's like $6.5 million or something like that.
It's high.
So I went to a doctor, in-network, thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then they used a lab that was out-of-network.
Oh.
Now I have a $1,200 charge for some specimen that was sent off. It's like,
no.
You can go on a 5-day cruise for $1,200. Is my urine in St. Croix? Where did they send? I'm jealous of my own urine. It's obviously having the time of its life.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting all this comedy for free. Free from Mary Lysat.
If you're on Royal Caribbean Splendor of the Seas and you see this little cup up on the rock climbing wall, that's my urine.
Having the time of its life. Why the hell would an in-network doctor who knows what insurance you have choose to passive-aggressively send your stuff to a lab out-of-network? There's plenty of in-network labs.
Well, so now, instead of writing on cake, I'm writing on a little cup. Send only to LabCorp.
Oh, I was going to say, which one is safe? So
I think LabCorp is safe.
I want to say Quest is our local lab that we use for a lot of stuff with the health insurance that I have now. But LabCorp was big when I had other jobs.
I like them because you can check your results online. And Quest said I was a smoker.
What?
My blood work came back that I was a smoker.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, and I've never smoked.
They mixed up your specimen with someone else's.
I don't know, but it took I had to go through a lot of hoops to get it cleared up.
That's horrifying. And for those who don't know, if you work for the local government that we work for, you have to have a test, and they have a part of that blood test where they look for the
cotinine.
It's something
means,
like that.
Yeah.
It means you smoke, and it shows up in your blood.
Yeah.
I never heard of them doing anything like that. It feels like Nazi Germany. So when I got this job, there were people who I knew in the job who smoked, and they said, if you quit for 3 weeks, it won't show up. I said, that's definitely what they want me to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Why are you telling me? Because I was a smoker when I started the job.
I like their approach, though. I like that it's all preventative care. Like they want to know what your risks are. So that's good. I miss that.
Their preventative wellness is wonderful.
Yeah.
But the Nazi-ness of wanting to know if you smoke or not. I mean, people shouldn't lie about smoking. If you get help, they should tell the truth, and people don't. So you do need to do that. That's what happens. But the fact that it came up that you were, that scares me because they either mixed your test up or did the test wrong. Mm-hmm. And that's important because that changes which insurance you have.
Oh, I know. Well, it was one of the years that wasn't qualifying because of COVID. But so they said it doesn't matter. And I said, well, it does matter because the truth matters.
The truth does matter,
The truth
Mary.
matters. And I pounded my bony fist on the... I didn't do that.
The truth matters, damn it.
And then I broke a bone right here. No.
And then I had to go to the doctor. And he sent the x-ray to the wrong lab.
No, I'll never play tennis.
You're never going to meet the man of your dreams because he's playing tennis.
Tennis playing bastard.
Did you play tennis, though? You took lessons?
I took lessons. I don't know. I did all right. They said that I didn't have, the mind for it. I don't have the attack. When something is coming at me at high velocity, I want to protect myself. I don't want to lean in and volley it back.
Oh.
I'm, covering my mouth.
Yeah.
My teeth.
Sure. Okay. I love this. So you didn't have the mindset to be a tennis player because you didn't want to attack. You wanted to flee from danger.
I could serve. I mean, I can serve like nobody's business. Look at my arms, they're like Stretch Armstrong. I could really get a whip on that.
Yes.
But then I just want to leave.
You want to serve and leave.
Here's the ball. I got to go.
That would be a really short game.
I was like that with every sport. I'd like
Were
to
you?
serve in volleyball, but then I'm done.
Yeah, you don't want to stay.
I don't want to get
for
hurt.
the mess. No.
I want to stay for the mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. Well, people are falling and throwing elbows or whatever
Yeah.
the expression is. It gets dangerous. It does. I don't know if the hammering is coming up on the microphone, but someone is doing work on the 4th floor condo above me on the other side of the building.
How do you know that?
Because
Did you knock on every door?
Last
What are you
weekend-
doing?
I wanted to. Last weekend I heard the noise and I thought, I Googled knocking noise in wall. Instead of looking for someone hammering.
Are you insane? That could be anything.
Yeah, it's so many things.
Yeah.
It could be air in the pipes. It could be
Yeah.
trouble with electrical stuff. It could be someone hanging something on a wall.
Yeah.
It turns out they're redoing the floor or something on the 4th floor on the other side, because I went up the stairs and I went to the 4th floor and I stood there and waited and I
Yeah.
heard it and I put my ear to the door and I could hear men talking, and then I heard like a cutting machines and things.
It'd be funny if they opened the door at that moment.
That would have been so great. Oh,
You
'cause
go
I won't-
falling in.
with my cup.
I love physical comedy.
Yes, me too.
That's why I like Only Murders in the Building.
Oh God,
They do a lot of that.
I love Only Murders in the Building.
Sorry to interrupt. They're getting a new floor up on the 4th.
No, you're fine. That's more important. I feel like it's important to talk about what we're watching as well, because that's an important part of life. So that I didn't know if the knocking came through, but if you did hear that knocking, loyal listeners, that was because of that. But I went outside and couldn't find a truck. I didn't know who was
Yeah.
doing the work. I couldn't find any evidence of anyone doing work.
Wow.
So, and I also get really annoyed when I hear people being too loud in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I turn into a Karen sometimes here because I get protective.
Yeah.
Sometimes the door doesn't close properly when I come home, and I think, oh, they made the door be jammed open while they worked so they could bring their stuff in. And that's been happening the whole time I've been here. But when they were doing a lot of work right above me for months and months and months, I started losing my mind, and I would just scream at the ceiling, shut the F up, and what are you doing? Or I'd bang on the wall.
To the people on the 4th floor or people right
That
above?
would be for the 2nd floor.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
going to say, gee, Mary. The 2nd and the 3rd floor people really don't want to get in the middle of this.
They're like, why is she bothering us? Meanwhile, there's no one here. There hasn't been anyone here for 6 months above me.
Isn't that weird? Are they dead?
No,
Should you check on them?
there's no smell.
Should you do a wellness check? This is Florida.
We should. They're not old people that died in their apartments. They're people who were seasonal. And they come
They're
for a
young
week or two.
people who were murdered.
There's no
Don't
one-
worry about a thing.
No, for realsies, there's nobody up there because we're at the point where I know now, because last year all their pipes had to be redone, and the homeowners people had to talk to them, and I'll probably cut this out
okay.
because there were a lot of people going back and forth with pipes because all the pipes on that side had to be replaced when mine burst. Because they burst upstairs. Because
Yeah.
they're cast iron pipes that burst.
Yeah, I remember that. Those are the old pipes.
You remember. So that side's not done yet. So I hear dripping sometimes. So we're just going to wait till that gets done.
I don't know. In Moonstruck, they recommended copper pipes. Do you remember that?
I do. He'd take the knife.
Vincent Gardenia.
Yeah. Oh, God,
had
I
that-
love that movie.
Isn't that weird? I hear about pipes and I think of that.
No, you have a rich life of movies that you reference, and it's important. I like that about you.
But I can
do
never
that.
get that game that you play online. You guess the scene.
Oh my God, that game makes me nuts.
I've never gotten one right.
It's
They show like
horrible.
just a still photo from a film.
They do. They give you a still photo that you have to zoom in on because it's impossible to see.
Show me today's.
Let's look at today's. Here we go. We're looking at today's.
It's a wedding cake.
Oh my God. It's a wedding cake, and we were talking about wedding cakes.
No, we weren't. We were talking about birthday cakes.
Oh, it wasn't a wedding cake. Oh my God. We were talking about a fancy cake.
That would have been funny. Yes, I was 15. I was getting married, and I wrote my phone number in the wedding cake.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to Florida.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, so they're showing us a picture of what looks like a wedding cake to me with orangey flowers
Yeah.
around it. Is there a movie about cakes? I'm going to write cake. Yeah, that's a movie. Okay, now it's showing us a road in the
Now
desert.
it's showing a desert.
So we're done. It's called
Yeah.
Framed, and it's the Wordle for movie fans. And my nephew Max gets them on the first one.
Yeah.
Every
Wordle
time.
I do. I do Wordle every morning. Sometimes I stay up to midnight to do Wordle.
So you can get a
That's
fresh one?
a cry for help.
No, it's not. Do you do the practice ones or the quartals, like the four?
I've done Quordle.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I do hurdle, which is you listen to a note 1 second from a song.
And you get that?
Yeah.
I haven't done hurdle much. I've done it once or twice, and I was annoyed.
Yeah.
I feel like Wordle is good for keeping your cognitive abilities up. I could be wrong.
At least for 5 guesses.
Yes,
Then it's time to go to work. And let them slide back down. No. I'm just kidding.
Back to caregiving. So,
Yes.
so one of the things I was doing while I was doing the comedy was I was living here in this condo with my mom. And I moved down to Florida in 1988, and I moved in with her immediately. And I've been here 24 years now. And 16 of those years I lived with my mom. And during that time, I started comedy. And well, first I realized I was a lesbian, got that out of the way. It took a few years to figure that out. Because I like to get to things later. And then so I was 37 when I figured that out. And then I started comedy when I was 45. So I do everything late. Everything comes later. But that's okay, because as long as you get to it eventually. But
Sure.
she got to go with me to the comedy shows.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah, I was Long Island Mary was my stage name, and people would call her Long Island Marge or Marge.
Aw.
And she was the hit at the clubs when I'd bring her along. They'd be all excited to see her. She'd get popcorn or pizza and a lemonade or a coffee and a piece of cheesecake at McCurdy's, and people would come over, and she had a really good time. And she was funny too. And I'd make her do videos with me once in a while.
Oh, I think I saw one of the videos.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll have to look again. It's on your YouTube, right?
There's one where her shirt keeps changing in the video because it was all my merch, and she's sitting in the chair and I'm bringing her things, and every time I come back she's wearing a different one of my shirts. And then at the very end of it, she had one of those recliners that was electronic, and it would lift you
Oh, my
up.
mom's got one.
Does she have one?
Yeah, she's got one.
I did her Josh Groban chair, because in the video I made her sing "You Raise
Oh,
Me
yeah.
Up." So stupid.
Sometimes my mom forgets to use it, and she'll be struggling. I'll say,
You don't have
push
to-
the button.
Yeah.
That's why I bought the thing.
So your mom was around during the Depression, the Great Depression in the old days.
Yeah.
There's a pride, and there's a resilience, and there's a stick-to-itiveness, and there's a, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to waste anything, and I'm not going to spend a lot of money on this because I don't know. My mom was prideful.
Yeah.
She did not want help.
Yeah, I'm trying to get help for my mom. I said, you want someone to come in and make lunch for you while I'm at work? She said, I don't want strangers touching my food. I said, what do you think happens when we order pizza? Do you have any idea what's going on in that kitchen? Not to mention the 16-year-old that's driving it over here.
I don't want strangers touching my food. Okay. A lot of strangers touched her food before it got to her.
True.
Yeah. Well, I can get that because she wants to do it herself or have you do it. Does she cook?
No.
So you
No,
cook?
I do all the cooking.
Yeah.
We had shrimp scampi last night.
Oh my God! Tell me about shrimp scampi.
But instead of regular pasta, there's this pasta made out of chickpeas. And
I have some in the pantry right now.
It's healthy and it's delicious.
Yes. Yeah. Good for you.
It's a little crunchy if you don't cook it as long as you should.
It's al dente.
But it was very dente.
I have some right now. I think it's in an orange box. I forget the name of it, but I get the chickpea one.
Yeah, try that out.
Yeah, I love that. I usually try to put it in with something flavorful because sometimes the texture isn't the same, and I find that a little troubling because I do enjoy a true pasta texture. I love pasta. My problem is portion control. That's my problem. But shrimp scampi. So did you make the sauce with the garlic and the oil and all that?
Yeah. Should I elaborate? This is why I'll never have a cooking show.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I use a little this, a little that,
That's all right.
whatever I could find.
But your mom doesn't want strangers touching her food.
No.
No. So she's not going to order in.
And I don't want strangers touching her credit cards. So I'm worried too about people coming into the house.
100%. That's one of the fun parts of being a caregiver. I was lucky because my mom was kind of on top of that stuff. But I have friends who experience trouble when their folks get a little free with the spending.
Yeah.
Or trusting, because there are so many people right now out in the world that are evil, trying to take advantage of people, and they are so clever and make it sound like a legit good thing that's going to be helpful to these people. They got much better at that, unfortunately. Every day, people are being ripped off.
Yeah. We used to have, we had a couple ladies come that we really liked, but Well, one of them started to have all kinds of problems with her knees and her heart. And my mom said, I'm going to outlive these women.
Your mom. It sounds fantastic.
She said she was trying to clean the windows. I thought she was going to have a heart attack. And,
Well, you want the people who come over to help you to be in a good place, healthy.
yeah.
Wise, and,
Yeah, I don't want them too young.
No.
I want them old enough that they can have a conversation about, the old days and things.
Yeah.
You know how old people like to talk about.
The old days.
Yeah, the old times.
Yeah, they don't want to talk to a kid.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. It's one of our favorite sentences.
Back in the day, Spectrum delivered this big box that I did not order. And I thought, what the hell is this? And it's the new modem and cable box.
Yeah.
And I have to hook it up.
No, the man should come.
No, the man's not coming.
He's
That's
not
what I tell my mom all the time. Nobody's coming to help us.
That's one of my favorite sentences, yeah.
Nobody's coming to help us. I ordered a rug. She said, what if you're not here when they deliver it? I said, they're going to leave it at the door, Mom. Nobody is walking in here with a rug, moving our furniture for us.
No. No one's coming.
No.
No one's coming to help. It's just the two of you.
It's just us.
Oh my God. But Spectrum should still send somebody because there's things in the wall. Like it's over there. I got the cable box. I got the tower.
And I need an app to activate it. So I have to and then how do I send the other one back? All the instructions are there, but you know how some people don't listen, I don't read. Even though I'm a librarian.
You're a librarian and you don't read.
It's all over the box what to do with the thing, but I'm like calling them.
Yeah.
Waiting on hold like an old fart.
You could just read the thing.
It just wasn't a proud moment.
No.
But I'm going to try to do that today when I get home, hook up the new stuff.
But you can take the stuff back and then tell
Well, I know.
them.
I mean, I passed one of the places. If I'd done it last night. But, I was exhausted from putting the wheelchair together and making the scampi.
What a night you had. We'll be right back.
Contrary.
Gardens.
Contrary.
Gardens.
Are you loving the podcast, but you just need more? Might I suggest you wander over to my website? That's right, I still have a website, marytischbein.com. There you will find links to my videos, some stand-up, some other stuff I did that's kind of funny. Go check it out. And don't forget, if you can't spell Tischbein, I got you. Check out longislandmary.com on the World Wide Web.
Contrary.
Gardens.
Contrary.
Gardens.
I forgot, we got to talk about the wheelchair. So you got one of those lightweight wheelchairs and you put it together.
I put it together.
Wow.
Well, I can't take too much credit. Some of it was already put together in the box.
Yeah.
But I had to put on, the wheels and the handles and the little footrest things.
Those are heavy.
Yeah. And, I needed a tool.
Oh, no.
I needed, it didn't come with it. Luckily, I had one.
Oh, what kind of tool was it?
Oh, God. Maybe some kind of, I don't want to say wrench.
Allen wrench?
No. It held the bolt still so that I could turn the wing nut.
So was it an adjustable wrench? Or
Maybe.
a regular wrench? Maybe
It was
plier?
adjustable. It had a little dial on it that you
It's
could...
adjustable wrench.
we sound like maniacs.
This is horrifying. I know names of basic tools, so I
Okay,
can
I
help
thought
you.
I did.
It's an adjustable wrench.
That's what it was.
I'm worried about you.
I had that, and I have a wire cutter.
Good. That's important.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that could be. That's
My
a
wire
cutter.
cutter is 100 years old.
Is it rusty?
No, it's in
Oh,
pretty good shape. It was
okay.
my grandfather's. But see, they built things better way back when in the day.
Like water heaters.
Yeah.
They lasted forever.
Yeah, I bet Sam Waterston still has the same water heater from his childhood.
I'm sure he's in the same house.
It'd be funny if he heard about this.
It would be really, definitely not going to hear about it, Mary. He's not going to be listening.
He's not going to send me something?
No, he's not going to know. I will put hashtag Sam Waterston when I post it, and he
Please
still
do.
won't hear about it.
Oh, well.
I'll put it on Twitter. Maybe Elon Musk will reach out.
Oh, yeah. What's going on there? See, I'm not on Twitter.
It's nothing to see. It's just a mess.
I think it'd be fun if everybody left.
I could leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not really. I've only got like 40 people following me on Twitter. I only went on Twitter for writing. I thought I was going to be an author. That week I signed up, and while I did write something, and I hope to continue to write, I don't think Twitter is for me. I enjoy TikTok. I got back on TikTok. It's nuts. Yeah. It's nuts.
Yeah, I've watched some TikToks.
Yeah.
I had it on my phone, and I took it off because I felt like I was wasting too much time. Because you keep scrolling, waiting for a good one.
Yeah, you do.
But now I'm on the Instagram. Funny cat videos.
I woke up at 2 a.m. the other day, and then it was 7, and I just looked at TikTok.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is why I don't have TikTok anymore. But I'm back. It's too late. I'm in.
They pulled you back in.
They pulled me back in. It's like the mafia. And Facebook, I come and I go all the time. Did you get an important message on your phone?
Bulk items delivered to your door from Amazon. What bulk items?
Did you order anything?
Well, I've got a skirt coming. I'd hardly call it a bulk item. It's not a down skirt.
Is it a one of those skirts that has like a wire frame?
It's a hoop skirt. Yes.
It's a hoop skirt. Bulk. Oh, maybe it's more than one. Maybe there's 2 of them. Did you just order one skirt?
Yeah.
You ordered one skirt and Amazon told you bulk items were delivered to your door?
I think they're full of crap.
I think something else came. I'm excited to hear what you got.
It might be. Oh, I know what it is. It's probably the baby gifts. The
Oh yeah, the registry.
The air hose. The air pump.
The air horn you bought that's a breast pump.
Yes. It's the lactation aids have arrived in bulk.
Lactation.
Well, I hope they didn't send them to my house. They were supposed to go to my friend's house.
Well, they could have been delivered to your friend's house, and maybe it's still a message to you that, look, when you got notifications on, they're going to give you every update available.
That's true.
This is a couple of old ladies talking about stuff. Yeah. So he's like, why would they message you like that?
I know. Why can't there be a Sears catalog anymore?
God. Remember the Wish book?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was Sears.
I remember JCPenney had a catalog. It's like that thick.
Yeah, those are the days.
And now IKEA doesn't even have one, and I love IKEA.
The IKEA one made me feel so classy. I'd get that sent to you, and I'd never buy any IKEA stuff, but I always wanted the catalog.
Well, I do. I just feel very international in the IKEA.
Swedish. Mary, what's your I don't know how to word this. I'm Irish German. What are you?
Oh, I am Irish. In fact, I could bring up my my pie chart right here because I have ancestry on here.
Oh my God.
Swamp cabbage came up for some reason.
Because I asked you if you ever had swamp cabbage. I thought we should discuss it on the podcast, but maybe another time.
Here's my results summary.
Oh, Mary, what's your breakdown?
Here's my pie chart. Hello, Mary.
Mostly Irish. Are you mostly Irish?
I'm 28% Ireland, 46% England and Northwest Europe, and about 14% Swedish.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm similar, but instead of the Swedish, I'm German.
I'm 14% IKEA.
You are.
Yeah.
You are 14% IKEA.
28% whiskey.
Yeah, you are.
And a large percentage of scone.
If you were to break it up in those things.
Yeah.
Because that's how we identify.
This is why I wear sunscreen to the movies. Looking at my DNA makeup here. I'm not safe. I shouldn't even go outdoors.
You should not go out in the sun with that makeup, with that DNA. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm pretty boring. It changes though. I get messages once in a while. You're even less German than you thought. It just keeps going away.
Yeah, they keep updating it.
They do.
I've become more Irish.
Yeah.
And more Swedish, but Finland disappeared.
Oh, you had Finland and it went away?
Yeah.
See, that's
interesting.
I'm
okay with that because,
Yeah.
Who were they?
Yeah, I had something. I was like, wait a minute, what? I don't remember what it is now, but it appeared and then it kind of, I feel like it went away too. It's interesting that it keeps changing, but I understand the concept that more people are doing it so they have more information. Mm-hmm. But isn't the science getting better too? So, it's changing for lots of reasons.
And I'm sure they're using my DNA to track down criminals, and I'm okay with that.
Definitely. I wish I could get a match on the bone marrow thing. At least I feel like I'm doing some good. I signed up for that.
Oh, that's a separate test for that, isn't there?
It's just a swab.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah.
they had to like go way into your arm with a. Okay.
Nope, it's just a swab. I just encourage everybody to do the bone marrow thing.
Well, I think they'll get more people to register because I think people were afraid.
They were for a long time, and because that's right. Because years ago, to do the bone marrow thing, it was an uncomfortable needle into your wrist. It's
Ooh.
not. It's not anymore.
Yeah.
They figured out how to do it in other ways. But that's science. Everybody should do what they can to help other people when it comes to science. This doesn't feel like it was a full-on comedy podcast, but the funny parts were courtesy of Mary Lysat. You were super funny today.
Oh. Well, thank you. If I'd known you were going to say nice things, I wouldn't have come.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I don't
fantastic.
think I have anything on the horizon. Well, I'm headed to Lowe's in a minute, going to the garden center.
It's like when I asked if I had somebody on who was a comedian, they'd say, "You got any shows coming up?" They'd tell me. It's like Mary's going to Lowe's.
I'm going to Lowe's Garden Center. I need some trellises for the honeysuckle.
And what a day you've got planned, and then you got to do the Spectrum stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You got to
yeah.
plug in the cable boxes.
Yeah.
And that's not a metaphor.
No. It's not a euphemism.
It's not any of those. It would be more like a euphemism.
Yeah.
I mix up analogy, metaphor, euphemism, and simile. I don't care. Mm-hmm. To me, they're all the same.
What about juxtaposition?
Oh, it's too.
No,
Now you've
what
gone
a-
too far.
What about assonance?
What? Consonants?
Assonance?
See, this is why I like hanging with librarians. What's that? I'm sure I've heard it and forgot what it
Isn't
was.
that when a word sounds the same but doesn't mean the same?
Is that what that is?
I think
It
so.
probably is.
Yeah.
I forget things.
Oh
from
no,
school.
no! It's I remember from educating Rita. It's in a poem
Yeah.
when it's close to rhyming, but it doesn't.
I love educating Rita. I love that you brought
Yeah.
that up. That's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah,
my mom
I
and
really
would
like
watch
that.
it. Yeah. Who was the star of that? What's her name?
Oh, what is her name?
She's in Mamma Mia. Julie.
Yeah, you know.
Oh God. She was in Mamma Mia. She was one of the friends of Meryl
Walters?
Streep. I think so. Yeah. Right? Let's
Yeah.
look. We'll look it up because it's better to have the right information.
When you and Gina were talking about celebrities, I was like screaming names out when you were trying to think of them.
You know, and I told her
While I was listening.
people are yelling at their car radio
Yeah.
right now, or if that's where they're listening. And I'm glad because that's the whole point. It's to engage people. I love when I come into work on a Monday and you start talking to me like we're in a conversation because you listen to my podcast.
Yeah,
You're
and you're
just
looking at me like, what?
like, what are you talking about? Because it's fantastic.
I did that to Gina too. I said, Don DeLuise. She thinks I'm insane.
No, she doesn't. No one thinks you're insane. Julie Walters, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. That was hard for me to get to. It took me a long time to Google that. Oh my God. Mary, I can't thank you enough for coming and playing with me today.
Oh, well, anytime.
You'll be back.
Now that I know where you are and how to get to your door.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing.
Mary called me and said, I'm standing by a door that says no bare feet.
Yeah, and it was locked.
And it was locked. And I forgot that my side door to my condo building has a sign that says no bare feet.
I'm wearing shoes.
You can't come in.
You bastards on the fourth floor.
Their hammering is making me crazy.
Can't you see I have my Skechers on? And my tight socks. Okay, I'm sorry, I interrupted. Wrap it up.
No, you're fine. No, that's what it's about. I love that you have compression anklets. That's what we learned today, that compression anklets are a thing. That's fantastic. I want to thank you for being on my show, Mary, and I'll see you at work on Monday, I guess.
Sure, I'll be there. Sure.
Thanks, May. I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Contrary.
Gardens.